Alright, just about due for another YouTube video. I haven't really been posting them since I've been back in Melbourne because I don't know, sometimes I think it's a bit boring back here, but yeah, it's a bit of a different setup obviously here. I've got my actual setup, which is much better. It doesn't make a it makes a bit of a difference to be honest, more so because I got this big monitor here. Let me see if I can turn this around. So I've got this kind of setup. So I don't know. Basically, what I've been doing is every single morning I'm waking up and setting everything out, right? So we've got here. What I'll do like first thing in the morning is I'll write down my tasks for the day. So whatever I need to be doing. I don't know if I should be showing that, but not too many people are going to watch this anyway. But I'll write out the most important tasks because if I don't write it out and it's pretty much like the most important things, then I need to be ticking boxes. I think most people do as well. You need to be ticking boxes. So if you can get to a point where you just write everything out that's important, that's going to develop you and make you better, and then you tick them off as you go along, then I feel like I'm progressing. So if that's something that you want to try, I definitely recommend it. I always need to feel like I'm achieving something because if I don't, especially since not being in comp prep, when you're in comp prep, you're constantly like kicking goals and everyone's like, oh, you're doing so well. And then when you're in off season, you lose all that. So I constantly need to feel like I need to, my brain needs to know that I'm ticking boxes, if that makes sense. But yeah, look, today, not a crazy day, but I'll be pretty much just doing check-ins early in the morning. I'll dive into that. I've got a meeting in like 15 minutes with my mentor, and then I'll be training back today, maybe at Dermot's Oakley, or I might head down to Packy. I'm not too sure. Oakley's definitely better, but we'll see how we go with time because I got a lot to do today. But yeah, we'll see how we go. All right, so we are back. I've pretty much been doing work all day. I've driven to the missus' house. Shit. And now I'm just doing even more work, to be honest with you. But I still haven't hit a gym session, which was different today. It's not that that's a good topic to talk about. It's not that my bodybuilding has taken a hit, but it's definitely taken a back seat. Because what I'm trying to do is build out the best coaching system. I've got the knowledge and I just want everyone that's on board to get the most value, because what will come with that is the best results. And look, to be honest with you, I think I'm producing the most results, definitely the best and the most results. Like my average is nearly one big transformation a week. And it's not to say that week to week people aren't getting crazy results, but on average, I'm getting a big transformation every single week. So I want to keep that rolling as much as I can. So I've just built out a new check-in system where they'll be able to visually see all the changes that I'm making, and I'm sending written summaries in case I don't have time to watch the check-in video. But yeah, anyway, the missus is doing my meal prep for me. She's a G. But yeah, anyway, so if your missus doesn't do your meal prep, she doesn't love you, bro. No, I'm joking. But yeah, I just need to get work done. So yeah, and then I'll be training pull, but she's already trained, so I'll be training pull on my own. Doing this check-in as well. Hopefully he doesn't, I might ask him before I chuck this in, but you got to see this guy. His name's Daniel. I met him and all his mates. But yeah, this guy is fucking killing it. Right, he just started with me, right? We started here, a little bit of fluffiness, not too much fullness. And then, so we started here, not bad. And then we've come through this is 2 weeks, right? And we've come through and look at this shape. So he's showing a lot of potential early on. But yeah, responding really fucking quickly. And through his back too, we've tightened up his waist. So look at these stats, right? 2 weeks, total weeks. started at 95 kilos. We're already down to 90.9. So we're dropping over 2 kilos a week at the moment. But you can do that at the start, especially just getting rid of water retention. And people are like, oh, it's just water retention, it's not fat. But dropping that water retention changes how you feel. And anyone who's done this sort of stuff will tell you feel better, and the actual look of the physique is much, much better. So yeah, it's crazy stuff by Daniel. Here we go. Come in, little one. Oh. Show us what you're cooking, little one.
How much pineapple I've got? That's yours. That's mine.
This one's mine. So that's mine. And that's the little one's you.
Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Put it in mine.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Fun fact, actually, pineapple helps break down protein because it's
I did not think
acidic.
that's what you were going to say.
What do you think I was going to say?
It makes your taste good, apparently.
I don't know what she's saying. Something dirty. Anyway, hopefully meal prep's nearly done. I've got one more check-in and then I'm going to train back. I'm going to put you on some game as well. If you ever don't have time or you're just lazy and you're trying to hit macros, obviously all your macros need to be calculated by a professional, but in all these meals, right, all we've had to cook, all Gemma's had to cook, is just chicken. So this was frozen vegetables, only cooked the chicken, divvied them up, and then for the rice, you just go these. So then when it comes to it, heat this up, heat up your container, and then you're done. It's pretty much the biggest hack to smacking out like 14 meals, and it takes you seriously, even with cleaning up, like 40 minutes. So look at this one. Oh,
Yours actually looks better than mine. Mine looks
that's
good.
mine.
I promise it'll taste good.
At the gym now, started my pool session. I smacked down that pre-workout meal. That's something, that is a no-brainer. If you're training at the moment and you don't have your pre-workout and your post-workout meals down pat, basically that 3-hour window around your training, you're missing out on just fucking everything. But yeah, until I train, everything's still stressed out in my head. But that's how I operate. I don't know why. It seems to be how my brain works, but constantly stressing until I come in the gym. So slap the Beats headphones on and just fucking train as hard as I can. So far I've hit a PB on every single movement, and I'm looking pretty dry as well. I dropped 3 kilos in the last 3 weeks, just pulling off some body fat, so, and a lot of water retention, which is good. So yeah. All done. Let's check the pump, boys. So I'm putting in a lot more volume going into my arms. Not necessarily, I shouldn't say volume, but the way that I'm training my arms is completely different. So everything is elbow assisted, which is making a big difference. Let's see if I can get this. Creating more width in my back too, especially with my lower lats. So I'm getting that width going. But yeah, everything's coming through. I look a lot drier too through my legs. See if I can get this down like. There we go. So yeah, everything's coming through. It was actually a pretty good session, but you can see through my arms, I've just dried out a little bit, which is good. And then I'll be able to make a move from here.
Hello.
Going for a walk to the dog park, aren't we, Pepper?
Yeah.
Where's Pepper? There. We got the little one here. She's a bit old, but on a trip. See, we got this one.
That's a little one.
She doesn't like other dogs. Then we got this dum-dum. Let's go. And that is a wrap, boys. A total of, I would say, 6 hours of work. One bit over an hour training. Smacked all my meals. I got one left. What are you cooking? Burgers.
Yeah. Burgers.
The little one's cooking burgers anyway. So I've got one more meal to go, and then that's it. Rinse and repeat tomorrow.